Well, are you afraid, too? Of the water?
I respect it.
Grandma didn't want me anywhere near the water. But Mom was, like, obsessed. It was really important to her that I become a strong swimmer.
What else can you remember?
The warm wind blowing. Mommy's rocking me in her arms. I'm playing with the pretty ring on her finger. And when the light hits it just right, it pulls in all the twinkling stars.
Thank you very much.
Basically, she's a good kid. She just comes from a screwed up family.
Has she told you anything about her sessions with Kevin?
Is everything okay with you guys?
With me and Kevin?
Huh.
Of course. Well, why wouldn't it be?
Oh, just wondering why you aren't asking him all this.
Because he can't tell me anything. Doctor-patient confidentiality.
Confidential, yeah,
yes.
I know all of that. And you're so interested because...
Because I have this feeling that something bigger is going on.
Bigger than the fact that she's Rachel's offspring?
Yeah. The apple doesn't fall too far from the tree, so give.
And what makes you think I would betray Livvie's confidence?
Because, unlike Kevin, you don't have any scruples.
Oh, now you're really making me want to help you.
Come on, Ramsey. Give me a break here.
Ask me nicely.
Chris, dinner's on me. Old buddy, old pal of mine. Come on, throw me a bone.
All right, fine. I can tell you one thing. I think your suspicions are dead on. There's definitely something going on between Kevin and Livvie.
Well, you're not suggesting.
No, nothing like that. I would just say that. Well, see, Livvie has too good a taste for Kevin, and well, I'm kidding.
Yeah, that's funny.
Look, they definitely have some sort of strange connection with each other.
Has Livvie told you that?
She's hinted at it, and quite frankly, I would be just as interested to figure out what it is as you are.
I'll bet.
Ooh, it's the hospital. I have a feeling we're gonna have to cut this short.
Oh, great, thanks, since you were such a wealth of information.
I'll let you know if I hear anything.
I won't hold my breath.
Mrs. Barrington.
Oh, hello, Dr. Ramsey. Good evening.
Enjoying your dinner?
Oh, very much. Thank you.
Wonderful. Have a good evening. Look, wait. I'll wait outside while you go and smooth things over with you.
Dude, no, you are not going anywhere.
Hey, where's the nails?
Dude, you watch the attitude, right? God. And we are supposed to be a very happy, very sweet couple, okay?
Okay.
So look happy.
This is me happy.
Okay. Okay, so there she is. Ready?
Yeah.
Come on. Nana. Hi.
Hello, darling.
I completely forgot that you were going to be here. But that's great, because you can meet my new friend, Chandler.
Hello, Chandler. It's a pleasure to meet you.
How you doing?
Don't.
I mean, pleasure's mine.
Amanda, Alison.
Hey, hi.
Hi.
I'd like you to meet my friend Chandler. This is Dr. Eve Lambert.
Chandler.
Hey.
Isn't he adorable? We just started going out a couple of weeks ago, and we are so crazy about each other. It's kind of that whole, at first sight thing. Right, Chandler?
Yeah, right.
Yeah, right. Well, it was nice to see you all. Have a nice evening.
Yes, you too, Eve.
Goodbye, Eve.
Bye-bye.
Night now.
Chandler.
Chandler, did you grow up here in Port Charles?
No, he's not from this town, Nana. His family's from, Newport.
Oh, really? I have lots of friends in Newport.
Oh, doesn't everybody? Although I'm sure that Chandler here really doesn't hang out with the sort of friends that you do.
Funny.
Darling, I would like to buy you two dessert. They have a lovely Charlotte russe.
You know, I don't think we could.
Oh, I insist.
Oh, well, then we would love to.
Well, I think I gotta go to the boys' room. Do you mind?
Why, no.
Be back in a moment. Bye. You going somewhere, Jamal? Huh?
Hi. I'm looking for Iris DeMarco. Do you know her?
Oh, awful what happened to her.
You see, I figure you try to skip out. Hey, back off, man. I played my part. Well, you know what? Your part ain't over with yet. So either you get out there and you finish it, or I can just take the cash right now. Fine. Yeah. Don't forget to smile, all right? And don't push it.
Oh, you're back.
Told you I wouldn't be long.
Alison has been telling me all about you. I'm so glad my granddaughter has a friend like you.
Chandler, Nana was just saying that she would like to take us out to dinner next week. Isn't that nice?
Oh, next week. I don't think I'm gonna be...
I told her we'd be there with bells on.
Oh, my goodness, look what time it is. I'm late.
That's too bad.
Oh, yeah.
You two stay and finish up. Nice to meet you, Chandler. I'm looking forward to next week.
Me too.
Bye, Nana. Love you.
Bye, darling.
Next week?
Oh, God, I'm so good. She totally bought that. I knew it. Jamal, what are you doing here? Nana just left.
Don't worry, she didn't see me. Besides, you're kind of lucky I was here. Your boyfriend here, Chandler, would have bailed on you. Anybody eating this dessert? Huh?
What? Thanks a lot, you jerk.
Hey.
We had a deal.
Hey, I played my part. Okay? I'm gone.
Wait. So are we on for dinner next week?
Yeah. I'll call you. Promise.
Wait. Well, that's swell. That's really great. God. You know, if he blows this and Nana finds out that this was all just a big joke, she's gonna commit me for sure.
All right, stop tripping, all right? I'll think of something.
I know the truth. And it's worse now, and it's been getting worse all the time. That same horrible feeling. It's there even when I'm awake. I can't breathe. And I can't stop it because I'm drowning. God.
No. Grace! Livvie!
Hey.
Hey, did you have a good evening?
It was okay.
Dinner with Karen?
No. Chris. I'm not gonna lie to you, Kevin. I went to ask him about Livvie.
You didn't.
I know there's something more going on than you can tell me. And I have to find out what it is.
And did you?
No. Kevin. Please. You have to tell me what is it you're keeping from me?
I already told you there is nothing you need to know about.
So, Estelle, what do you know about Iris?
Well, she wasn't like the rest of the people here. You see, most of the people here are a little... But Iris, she was different. She was calm and peaceful and normal. And that's why she and I got along so well together.
Right. Where is she now?
Huh? I don't know. Some people came, took her away.
What people?
Well, from a hospital or some kind of a company or something, I don't know. And they had funny little logos on their shirts.
Logo? What kind of logo?
Well, it was like a swiggly snake, and then it had a little... If you got a pencil, I'll draw it, because I can draw it a lot better than I can tell you about it. Just kind of like that. There you go.
Dr. Savetic, pediatrics.
I said I needed the blood work now.
I got your message. Any change?
Yeah. There's change.
Mr. Bean's running out of time.
Bob. His name is Bob. He's a real person. And he won't make it through the day.
Hello, Kevin.
Chris, I understand you had a conversation with my wife last night.
Yeah, how's she feeling? She was pretty concerned.
About Livvie, yes, I know. And you are, after all, an expert on the subject.
Well, you know, Eve set up our meeting. She had some questions. I just told her what I could.
I don't know what you think you're doing, Chris, but you're on thin ice.
Kevin, all I'm doing is having lunch with Livvie.
I
Now,
know.
if you'd like to
You and
join
Livvie
us,
are such wonderful special friends. She tells you everything.
we both know that she's hurting. I just want to do what I can to help.
That was good. I almost believe that. Almost.
Hey, Livvie, listen, I ordered some sandwiches. Ooh, and they put little baby carrots. I'll share with you. I actually got 2 big ones. You want some?
Thank you, but I'm meeting Chris.
Really?
Yeah. Oh, what are you doing here?
Can I come in?
Look, I was just leaving.
Look, sweetheart, I know that we're having some problems, but we really do need to talk.
Well, I can't imagine what there is to say.
There's lots. Lots. I mean, now that you know the truth about Kevin, there's really nothing to
Look,
come
could we
between us.
just cut to the chase? I really need to be somewhere.
Yeah, sure. I really want you to move back in with me.
Wow. You really have lost your mind, haven't you?
Look, you've done a lot for my daughter, and I do appreciate it, but this is between her and me.
I already told you there's nothing.
You know what? She is my friend. I happen to have grown very fond of her. I care a lot about her. Livvie has an amazing spirit. You just need to give her a little room to grow.
I don't need you to tell me about my daughter.
Well, apparently and obviously you do. She just needs a little room to
Stop
grow
it!
and bloom.
Both of you! Just stop. I'm right here. Don't act like I'm not here.
You're right. Sorry about that.
I don't need you to stand up for me.
Well, you heard her. So why don't you just go get your things, and then we can go.
Look, I'm not going anywhere with you. Not as long as you feel like you have to control me.
I don't do that. I never have.
You always have.
Well, I can see they turned you against me.
No, Mom, you did that all by yourself. I think you should leave.
Is that what you really want?
It is.
I love you. And I'm very sorry I hurt you. Just call me, okay?
I have to get ready or Chris will think I stood him up.
Like I said, we can make this a table for 3 if you like.
I wouldn't. That would only upset Livvie, or doesn't that matter to you?
You know, for a shrink, I guess you don't really listen that well. I told you I'm fond of her, no more, no less.
A knight in shining Armani, with no hidden agenda. So I suppose it's just a coincidence that she's angry at both me and her mother at exactly the moment that she's bonding with you.
No, it's not a coincidence. It's a sinister pattern. And that pattern would be what?
Oh, that's easy. Rachel and I are the people that you blame for Julie disappearing. But we didn't drive her away, Chris. She ran out on you because she couldn't cope with the real world. I warned you about that, and you wouldn't listen.
You would have kept her locked away
It's
forever.
because she was still sick. And You fed her illness. Julie wanted a quick fix, and you found her a quack that would give her one. It was only a patch. And when that fell apart, so did Julie, and so did your marriage. So like it or not, that's your fault.
You know, I don't really need marital counseling from a man whose wife spends all her time with another guy.
Don't project your marital failures onto me and Eve.
If thinking that makes you feel better, then go right ahead. But tell me, where is Eve right now?
At GH, helping people. Something you wouldn't know about. But you know, that's okay. These things have a way of coming out in the wash. What goes around comes around. Karma. You know?
Livvie, table's ready.
Renal and hepatic failure.
His body's shutting down.
Well, he's had dialysis.
It's not making any difference. He's becoming hypoxic.
We'll have to intubate him.
I don't think so. He's got a DNR. I know it's hard for you to accept, but it's hard for me to accept also.
Whatever's attacking his brain's brutal. What a terrible way to die. Is he conscious?
In and out. Sometimes he even seems lucid. I thought I heard him call your name. That's why I had you paged.
Well, I'm glad you did. I don't want you getting into trouble.
The thought never even crossed my mind, Ian. I thought you should be here.
Well, here I am.
Should we say goodbye?
Hey, Bob. An entire world.
What?
All his thoughts, his dreams, memories, they're gone forever.
I tried to contact any family he might have.
And? That's gonna be the hardest thing, to die alone.
Hey, he's not alone. You fought like a lion to try and save him. You even put your career on the line.
Not a good that did him.
Your sister would be proud. Bob? Bob, are you in any pain? Is there anything we can get you?
Well,
You're in the hospital.
but I have to get to the market. I need groceries.
That can wait.
Am I dying?
Yes. I'm sorry.
We are here for you. If there's anything you need, we are right here.
Thanks, Iris. I was worried about you. I'm glad you're here.
Bob, who is Iris?
Iris. She helped.
Bob, you mean Iris DeMarco? Bob.
Is it possible that he knows Iris DeMarco?
I forgot to tell you what happened yesterday, what I found out.
At Hillhurst?
Yeah.
Was Iris there?
Well, she had been. Another patient told me that they took her away.
Wait a minute, who's they?
Guys in uniform, and she, drew out the logo.
This is the exact same logo that we found on Bob's medical bracelet in his apartment.
Right.
Not hungry?
Can I ask you a question?
Sure.
Well, I've heard a lot about your wife and that whole situation.
Former wife.
Right. Well, I get the feeling that Most people thought you were wrong when you stood up for her.
I never really cared what most people thought.
But she had done terrible things.
Well, she had terrible things done to her. Someone played with her mind, made her do things that she couldn't control. She was sick, but she got better.
Well, how come no one could see that but you?
We were soulmates. Some people couldn't stand to see that, so they had to get in the way.
What people?
It doesn't matter. They got what they wanted.
So if your wife hadn't left, you would have never given up on her.
No, never.
I admire that. You did what you thought was right, and you didn't care what anybody thought. Most of the time, I can't even figure out what the right thing is.
Yes, you can, Livvie. You can.
But it's like I'm being torn in a dozen directions all the time. Go this way, no, go that way.
So just tell them all to shut up. People can't jerk you around unless you let them.
Are you saying what's happened to me is my fault?
No, I'm asking you, do you want to be a victim the rest of your life?
Just a minute. You stay away from my daughter.
I cannot believe you actually followed me here. That is... Listen, your daughter happens to like me better than you. I can't help that.
Oh, you say I'm crazy? You're delusional, lady.
Okay. Then let's do the logical thing, shall we? Step by step. Number one, Livvie is living with me. She chooses to live with me, not
Look,
you.
Keep away from Livvie, or you'll regret it. Oh, wait, that's right. I forgot. You've never been a mother. So you don't know how dangerous we can be.
Excuse me. Is this a cat fight I'm about to break up on my porch?
Well, no, this stalking lunatic sort of followed me over here. I was just coming to talk to you.
Why am I not surprised?
You know what? I think we should call animal control. Please.
Look, you know, I'm going to say one thing. I want you both away from my daughter, and I want you to stay away.
One more time, Rachel. Livvie is 18, which makes her an adult, which means you don't get to pick her friends anymore.
I am still her mother, and I have the duty and the right to protect her.
What nerve. You know, I can't believe you're even saying that. You have the gall to say that you have parental rights over Livvie?
Lucy, that's enough.
No, what do you mean by that?
What I mean, Rachel, is that if you hadn't lied to your daughter in the first place, we wouldn't be all involved in this ridiculous mess.
You know what? I would lie, I would cheat, I'd steal, I'd do anything to keep her safe. Is that clear enough for you? Just stay away from her.
So at one point, Bob and Iris ended up in the same place.
Bob. Bob, can you hear me? Bob, how do you know Iris DeMarco?
Ian.
What?
Come here. He can't hear you. And even if he could answer you, he's delusional.
So what, we never solved this?
So we will find another way. We will.
And thanks for offering an opinion on that patient.
Boardman, perfect.
And
If he sees me in here,
No. Don't all cut him off at the pass. Go, hide.
How's Mr. Green?
He's unconscious. His breathing is labored. This is probably it. Oh, well, then I'm clearly not needed here. I'll let you get on with things, Mark.
Rachel. I'd like to see him.
Why? You didn't want him here in the first place.
What I want are beds for patients we might have a chance of saving. And Mr. Green could be moved to a hospice.
I'm his doctor here.
And I outrank you. So get out of my way.
No. I don't want your face to be the last thing Bob Green sees.
What are you doing?
I'm turning off the machines. This man's dead.
I'm sorry.
Yeah. I bet Mr. Green is too. Since you killed him.
Are you out of your mind?
Oh, I'm sorry.
You
I am
ought to
sorry.
be. You almost let it slip that we might know who Livvie's real parents are. And worst of all, you almost did it in front of Rachel, the one person that I don't want to tip off. Lucy, if she figures out that we're onto her, there is no telling what she might do.
What wait a minute. She's kind of in a bad position, too. She has lied to absolutely everybody, telling them she's Livvie's mom.
If we expose that lie, we push her into a corner. And that means she could fight back. And she might do it by telling the world who Livvie's father is.
Doc, are you saying you're beginning to believe it is you?
The evidence is mounting.
Well, how does that make you feel?
That I might have a daughter I never knew existed? How do you think that makes me feel?
Confused, bewildered, bamboozled, flabbergasted?
That pretty much sums it up, yes.
But, Doc, it's okay. You know, this could be a really good thing. You would make an absolutely wonderful father.
Gee, you really think so?
Oh, come on. You know how much I wanted to have a baby with you.
Lucy, that's because we loved each other. That's the way I assumed I'd always have children with a woman I loved.
Well, you know, I guess things worked out for the best. You ended up with Eve.
I've thought a lot about us having children, too. And here I might already have a child with Grace, no less.
Okay, look, I know Grace did some terrible, terrible things.
And I thought it was finally over, Lucy. Now I find out that even from the grave, she can play her sick little mind games.
What does that mean?
I mean, she told me that she'd been pregnant and that she'd had an abortion. I didn't even have a chance to weigh in on it. She just told me, and it was over.
That is so unbelievably cruel to actually have a baby and tell the father that you aborted it. That's awful.
And what if she lied, Lucy? What if she lied and she had the child, and that child is Livvie?
Well, then, a horrible, disgusting story turns out to have a happy ending, Doc. You get Livvie, and you would be wonderful with her, and she would love you, and
so
it would
far,
have
my meeting Livvie has not made anyone happy. Ever since I took on that case, Eve and I have been drifting further and further apart.
Give her time. Eve will come around.
But what about Livvie? All she has is Rachel's version of whatever happened to poor Aunt Grace. And now she believes that I deliberately let the woman drown.
Doc, you just have to be patient with Livvie. She's young, you know, she'll come to know the truth.
Yeah, that I had a breakdown, Lucy.
Oh, come on, that was years ago.
Yeah, and I did things that I'm still ashamed of. Let's just face it, Lucy. I'm not exactly daddy material.
You're right. I don't stand up for myself. It's just, well, I thought it didn't matter to you, and I guess it does.
Of course it matters.
Then why were you mad at me? You are the only friend that I've got left in this world. If I lose you...
Livvie, that's not going to happen, okay? I'm not mad at you. It's just hard. It's hard for me to see you hurting when I know you can stop it.
But how?
Well, you can start by telling Kevin and your mother how angry you are with them.
I try, but then I always get scared.
Scared they won't love you anymore? So what? It's better to keep it all bottled up inside? Let them continue to drive you crazy until you explode?
No, that's not what I want.
Then let the anger out now, before you have a meltdown.
Yeah. They deserve it, right? I mean, they've been lying to me. They've betrayed me.
There is a place for a child in your heart, Doc. Your child.
But if I am her father, all I've done is make us unhappy. And I know I could walk away, Lucy. But then I'd just be leaving her with Rachel, and she's just a mirror image of Grace.
Mom may have lied to protect me, but Kevin lied to protect himself. That makes him even worse than my mother. I swear I will never trust him again.
You know what's funny? None of this matters if Livvie isn't my daughter.
If you could find out right now, one way or another, would you want to do that?
We all know who killed this patient, don't we, Dr. Thornhart?
The reason this man is dead is because his body gave out.
Hey, give me security.
Security?
Yeah, this is Mark Boardman. Get up to 622 immediately. And call the police. A man has been murdered.
I'm exhausted. Ugh.
Hope that's a good tired.
I had no idea being ticked off could feel so great.
Yeah, well, it's one of life's guilty pleasures. And if anybody has the right to be angry, it is you.
I don't want to think about that now. I'll think about that tomorrow. After all, tomorrow is another day.
Well, Scarlett, I do declare. See, I always knew there was a feisty Southern belle somewhere deep inside you.
Guess I have been feeling kind of feisty lately, thanks to you.
Yeah, come on.
It's true. I mean, you've let me know that it's okay to have feelings, and you're always encouraging me to let those feelings out. You've really changed my life.
I'm just getting started.
You haven't answered my question. If you could find out whether or not Livvie was your daughter, would you want to know?
If I said no, I'd be denying the truth, and that goes against everything I believe in. So, yes.
Are you sure?
I think I'd be ready for that if and when I cross that bridge.
Doc, you're already there.
What do you mean?
I ran a DNA test. Livvie is your daughter.
You ran a DNA test without my permission, without even telling me?
I didn't feel like I had a choice, Doc. See, when we saw that picture, you know, of Grace and Livvie together, I figured we can't just sit around and do nothing. So I did something. I thought I had to.
I confided things in you that I couldn't even tell my wife, Lucy. You betrayed that. You violated that.
Doc, I did not betray you. I was trying to help you. Especially after I got the hair sample, you know.
You what?
Well, remember when my little bracelet caught in your hair and I got that hair, remember? Well, that gave me the idea. I went home and I got some hair out of Livvie's brush and I ran the test and, Doc, it's a perfect match.
You invaded my privacy. And Livvie's, just to satisfy your curiosity.
Okay, fine, be mad at me. But I was doing it for you because I couldn't stand to see you wondering like that, and now you know. Doc, Livvie is your daughter.
Rachel and Estelle. They must have known this all along, and that's why they've tried so hard to keep Livvie away from me.
All that plotting and conniving they did couldn't stop the universe from bringing you and Livvie together.
Lucy, the universe is about 18 years too late.
No, it's not too late. There's still lots of time. Don't you see, Doc? Livvie needed somebody. She needed you. You're her father. That's what fathers do. You have years to look forward to that.
Except you're forgetting that Livvie wants nothing to do with me.
But once she finds out the truth, it'll make all the difference to her in the world.
Oh, come on, Lucy.
It will,
it's not that simple.
Doc, listen to me. It is that simple. It has to be that simple. You can make it that simple because you have a daughter, Doc, and take it from somebody who doesn't really. I learned that the hard way. It's very important.
Wait a minute right there. This is not about you and Christina. You cannot use me to get the happy ending that you want.
Okay, fine. Maybe I don't get the happy ending, but I want that for you. Doc, you have Livvie. You have a child in this world, and it's a wonderful thing, and I have to have my very best, most special friend have this happy ending. You deserve it, and so does she, so please just tell her the truth.
I can't tell her.
I can't tell her. Not yet. Not, at least not until I tell Eve. Oh, that isn't going to be easy.
Look, Eve will understand. She has to understand. And so will Livvie.
You think Livvie will understand that I'm her father after everything that's happened? Let alone finding out the woman she thought is her mother isn't?
Don't you think she deserves it, Doc?
No, no one deserves this, Lucy. No one deserves to have their life turned inside out. No one. Not Livvie, and not Eve. Lucy, please, just go. I need to think.
I know, Doc, but I need to tell you one more thing. Another reason I ran that DNA test. Please, listen. I couldn't watch you be lied to. Not you. Rachel lied to you, and Grace lied to you, and Estelle lied to you, and they played God with the truth, whether They should let you know you have a daughter or not. I couldn't have that happen.
What do you call what you did?
I'm okay that you're mad at me right now, but I know deep down you know you're mad at this whole awful, disgusting, horrible situation.
Lucy, just go, please. I need to be alone.
I know, Ben, I understand that, I do.
And don't mention a word of this to Livvie or anyone. Do you understand?
Of course I do. I would never do that. You know where I am when you need me, okay?
I think you've already given me enough to handle.
Don't either one of you touch anything. This is a crime scene.
This is insane.
No, we'll let the authorities make that decision.
Dr. Boardman's made some very serious charges against you.
She's making a habit around that.
Patient dies and I find you standing over the body. That's hardly a joking matter.
And hardly unusual. It's happened to me, and it's happened to you.
Detective Garcia, is it? I had nothing to do with this patient's death.
No, all he had to do was give him a bolus of morphine.
His life was in bigger hands than even yours, Boardman.
So then what were you doing?
I asked him to come. When I realized Mr. Green was dying, he had been his doctor.
I didn't want him to die alone.
He was in renal and hepatic failure. His saturations were way below life-sustaining levels.
Yeah, symptomatic of a morphine overdose.
Well, let's wait and see what the autopsy says.
Good. Maybe we can't figure out what killed him.
Dr. Lambert, you weren't in the room when the patient expired?
No, but I was only out of the room for 2 minutes. Dr. Boardman and Dr. Locke can attest to that.
But the patient was alive when you left the room?
Yes.
Wise you being truthful about this. Otherwise, you might find yourself with Thornhart in the unemployment line. Or maybe even sharing a jail cell.
Boardman, you leave her out of this. It's my head you're after.
Go ahead, Mark. Pull all the rank you want. I've got the truth on my side. And friends on the board if you decide to make a stink about this.
In the meantime, Detective, you are going to arrest him.
There are no grounds for arrest. But we'll be talking, so don't leave town. And stay away from GH till this is settled.
I want him out of here now.
Dr. Thornhart, I'll walk you out.
Green didn't take for nothing. We'll get to the bottom of this.
Well, fancy meeting you here.
No, I fancy nothing. I was waiting for you. I was hoping you'd be all right, that's all.
You know, things sure have gotten a lot more exciting since you hit town.
Is that right?
Yeah.
Sit down. Did, Boardman try anything after I left?
Boardman is a jerk.
Oh,
You know, but now he's actually trying to add bully to his repertoire. He's actually trying to scare me.
is it working?
Yeah. You know, I've dealt with bullies before, so I'll be okay. What's our next move?
Oh, I'm gonna track down Heller and DeMarco.
I thought you already did that. You came up short.
You gotta try harder. I'm convinced they hold the key to what happened to Green. We get 3 different patients with blue marks on their necks and all screwed up test results.
Right.
And then there's Boardman, trying so desperately to keep me away from Green. I'd like to know where his real interest lies.
Yeah, well, you be careful.
I didn't know you cared.
Well, you know what? It's getting late.
It's a full moon.
Yeah. Big and bright. I gotta go.
Oh, right.
See ya.
See ya.
I felt like I was flying. I felt so free.
Yeah, it's quite a rush, isn't it? Go as hard and as fast as you can. Forget everything but the wind in your face. Pretty cool.
Well, what is it you're trying to forget?
Where do I start? Way too depressing.
I don't mind. Besides, all we ever talk about is my pathetic life anyway. Tonight, let's talk about you.
I'll make you a deal. You can ask 2 questions. Go ahead, shoot.
All right. So,
What's your family like?
A couple brothers and sisters. We didn't grow up together.
So when's the last time you saw anything?
Your 2 questions are up. You should smile more often. It suits you.
Yeah, I could definitely get used to this.
Hey.
Is it okay if I interrupt?
Yeah, more than okay. I was just standing up here thinking about that night we stayed up and watched the sun come up after the nurses ball.
Yeah. The sky was pink and orange. It was so beautiful.
You know, that night, I thought we were untouchable.
Remember you told me that story about Andromeda, the princess that was sacrificed to the sea monster?
How romantic.
It was. You always know the right thing to say.
Not lately. Eve, I just want to be the best husband I can possibly be to you. That's all I've ever wanted.
And I want to be the best wife, best lover, and your best friend.
You already are. What's wrong?
Bob Green died today.
Well, at least he's not suffering anymore.
I know, but it was just so frustrating. There was nothing we could do to help him.
You did everything you could.
Well, Ian went above and beyond the call of duty. And then Boardman has the nerve to accuse him of giving Bob Green a morphine overdose.
I'm sorry. It's too bad.
It's too bad.
You know, I don't want you to get mixed up in this thing with Ian. You could get slimed by association. I just want you to be safe. It's a husband's prerogative.
Okay. What do you say you take your husband's prerogative downstairs with me, and we light a fire, and we spend some quality time together, just the two of us?
I'd love it. But there's something I have to tell you first.
Lucy.
Oh, Dr. Thornhart, hello.
Hi.
How's it going?
It's gone all right. I got a little more time to smell the flowers, if you know what I mean.
I know exactly what you mean, that dumb drug thing, and being fired is very unfair. Now, I wanted to talk to the board for you. Will you let me do that? I want to.
I know, but no thanks.
Okay.
Is there, something else going on in that head of yours?
Yeah, I just realized something.
What's that?
This is, you know, where we first met.
Yes, it is. The very spot.
Hmm. And Livvie. Oh, how could we forget Livvie? Oh, boy. You know what? I think about this spot. It probably has a very strong karmic field.
I'll take your word for that. How is Livvie?
I don't know. I mean, she's trying very hard to get her life together, and it's just not very easy for her right now.
Well, I think it'd be harder if she didn't have you.
Tell me something. Have you ever tried, attempted to do the right thing? You thought you were doing the right thing, and then now you're not so certain that you did the right thing.
Well, my philosophy is, you do what you have to, when you have to, and then you deal with the consequences. Trying all the while not to upset too many people along the way.
That's lovely.
Thank you.
But you know what I think I did? I think I upset a whole apple cart here. I gotta go. I promised Serena I'd tuck her in.
I bet you tell one hell of a bedtime story.
I try to keep it interesting. Ta.
Ta. There's been a big distance between us lately, and a large part of that is because I've been so focused on Livvie.
Kevin, I'm not going to change the way I feel about Livvie. I think that she is a spoiled, manipulative brat, and she's just like her mother.
No, she is nothing like her mother.
See, look, even the mention of her name, and you're already getting defensive.
And you get judgmental.
One of us has to. You can't see Livvie for the person she really is. You've got these emotional blinders on.
No, Livvie is not evil. She's just confused and vulnerable.
Oh, Kevin.
Look, a young girl finds out that her mother has been lying to her entire life. I think anyone going through that kind of trauma deserves some compassion and understanding.
But you are becoming so obsessed with this. It's all Livvie all the time, 24 hours a day.
That's not true.
Really? Really? Then why are we standing up here on a beautiful romantic evening and the only thing you can talk about is Livvie and her problems?
First you complain of shutting you out. Now you're upset that I'm not.
Kevin, do you really think I enjoy being jealous of one of your patients?
Eve, you don't have anything to be jealous about. Not Livvie, not anyone.
Why not? She's this beautiful damsel in distress, and you are the poster boy for the white knight syndrome.
That is not what's going on.
Kevin, are you attracted to Livvie?
No. And you know me better than that.
I thought I did. Look, can we just not use the L word for the rest of the evening? You know, even if it's just for 10 minutes, okay? Just no more mention of Livvie.
Yeah, I guess it's best we don't get into this now. Besides, I'm sure we'll feel differently in the clear light of day.
Do you really believe that? I'm going to bed.
You're not into astronomy.
Not at all. I spend more time with my feet on the ground than my head in the clouds.
Well, my bet is you're the kind of guy who just thinks about all the mysteries in the world and just never admits to it.
Oh, but we've known each other, what, just a couple months, and already you know me better than people I've worked side by side with for years.
Well, some people just have this connection.
You feel it, too? Yeah. Yeah, you feel it, too.
I don't get it. When I kissed you, you said we should just be friends.
I did say that, didn't I? I'm sorry, Livvie. I meant that, too. It just, you look so beautiful. I hope you know I would never take advantage of you.
I know.
Of all the people I've met, I've never known anyone with a heart as big as yours.
And I've never felt as safe with anyone as I do with you.
Wow. This has been a perfect night.
Hungry?
No. I got your page. What's up? Did you finish Bob Green's autopsy?
No, but another one of your patients was brought in.
That's funny. Well, which patient?
Heller. Bernard Heller.
Mama?
I ran a DNA test. Livvie is your daughter.
Livvie, wait. It's a beautiful time of the year to be in the park. Enjoy. I was just leaving anyway.
Okay. Didn't you say you were leaving?
Livvie, I should have told you about me and Grace when I found out that she was your aunt. I let you down. I'm sorry.
Chalk it up to experience, right?
I think you're only playing at being cynical because that's not who you are.
Well, you seem to know everything. What is it I want?
I think you want the people you care about to treat you with respect. I think you want them to finally get it, that you're not a child anymore.
That's it.
I think that's everything. To be treated like an equal.
End of lecture.
Can't think of anything else to say. Livvie, there is one more thing. I never meant to hurt you.
Gone.
Excuse me?
He had a blue mark on the back of his neck, and now it's gone. Do you have the autopsy report? Cerebral atrophy, respiratory kidney failure. Cause of death, his body shut down. Protein was eating away at his brain.
Yeah?
Mr. Green died with the same symptoms. Give me your arm, Mama. Now, look. This is only gonna hurt a little bit, okay? Just a little sting. There you go. What got you so upset anyway? I broke her. I broke my little girl.
Word has it he was in and out of a mental health clinic.
What? That doesn't make any sense. I just treated him a few months ago, and he was fine.
The clinic sent his charts along. He went downhill fast. Delusions, paranoia.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean for that to happen. You're just gonna have to forgive me because it was an accident.
Of course it was.
Oh, how do you know? Were you there? Were you there when it happened, you stupid thing?
Mama.
Mama! You just say the first thing that comes into that stupid head of yours.
Does it say anything in here about mood swings?
Yeah, how'd you know?
Because Mr. Green had the same thing. Listen, I have a consult, but I'm going to come back here later on this afternoon. I want to take another look at him. I'm not going to give up. Here you go, Mama. You see, I fixed her. She's good as new.
Oh. Well, you're the good girl. Oh, my good little girl. That's what I told Kevin.
When did you see Kevin?
Oh, I saw him about 2 weeks ago.
He came here. Why?
Well, because I invited him for tea.
Mama. Mama, please, you've got to talk to me, Mom. Mama?
Dr. Forrest, orthopedics. Dr. Dave Forrest, orthopedics.
Ladies?
Hi, Joe. You know, too bad this isn't a pajama party. I'm sure we'd have one heck of a conversation. Mm-hmm.
Over my dead body.
Yeah, your body might come up.
You know, this could very easily turn into my worst nightmare, so,
Dr. Campbell, physical therapy. Dr. Brad Campbell, physical therapy.
Do you need a pinch to wake up?
please. Ow.
Careful what you wish for.
So does that make us even?
Hey, I'm not mad.
I'm proud to be a member of the Dr. Joe Scanlon fan club.
Well, you're the only active member. That means you get one of these.
What is it?
Open it.
Meet me in the supply closet. This must be for one of your other fans, like the janitor.
Oh, how soon they forget. You gave me a box like that on our first official date.
Yes, I did. However, your instructions were much more romantic. I mean, come on, meet me in the supply closet?
There are possibilities. Think about it.
Frank. Oh, is Neil okay?
No, he's fine. He's in school.
Well, then this can't be good. You're gonna start yelling at me, right? Hmm?
We've done enough of that, don't you think? I'm tired of yelling.
Okay, so our son is fine, and you don't want to fight. Then what are you doing here?
I don't know. I went for a walk. I just started thinking about stuff. Where we've been, where we've gone. Somehow I ended up at your door. I tried to hate you, Courtney. But to do that, I have to think about you. And when I think about you, I start to remember how you feel, the way you smell.
I'm not sure I follow you, Frank.
I've always wanted you, Court. You know that. I guess I always will.
Frank...
Tell me to go away.
It's really not that simple.
Yes, it is.
I can't sleep with you and have you leave me an hour later. I just can't do that.
It doesn't have to be that way.
Are you saying you want to move back in?
You interested?
Very. But I can't believe you are.
How can I convince you?
Do you know what it would mean to me if we could start all over again?
No.
Mm-mm.
Maybe you could show me. But first, there's something I want to do.
What do you want to put us on tape, right? No. You haven't done that in a long time, huh?
We're not making a movie.
Mm-hmm.
We're gonna watch one.
Yeah.
You're amazing, the way you're willing to take on all those people at General Hospital. Those are powerful people.
Yeah, well, everybody else in this town may be spineless, but I'm not. I am just so sick of those rich jerks living in their big houses and driving their big